I always remember the time when he was in theatre, the 6.5 hours when he was in theatre, and those first hours and days when he came out, when he was in intensive care, and it was really touch and go. And I don't think that ever softens. I don't think that ever becomes any less raw, because as a parent, that represents just about the worst possible thing you could consider.
They've said likely before he leaves primary school, so before he's about 9, he'll need to have open heart surgery again. And that's petrifying as a family.
The Children's Heart Unit are amazing in what they do clinically. They're world leading, but so much more than that. It's that emotional and spiritual support that you get from them that is what holds you together. Yeah, we've fundraised now for about 3.5 years. We've done coast to coast runs where we've run 5 marathons in 5 days. We've swum across freezing cold lakes. We've run up mountains and cycled up horrific hills. And then last Easter I did probably the hardest challenge I've ever done in my life, which was to run 100 miles in 24 hours.
From being on the outside watching him, it can be really difficult, especially when you're in the middle of a long challenge like the 100 miles and you see the pain that he's going through. Like, the mind boggles at how he can put himself through that, really.
We look after children from all over the UK here, and the money that everybody raises makes an enormous difference to how well we can look after the children. So it means that we can buy pieces of kit that we otherwise wouldn't be able to afford. And then there's other things that the money that Ivan's helped raise, for the playroom, for example. If people don't know about us, then they're not going to support us, and Ivan's extremely good at using the social media, Twitter and Facebook, to get the message out there. I mean, he gives his time for the fundraising, but he also gives his time for the CHUF itself, so that we can spend the money wisely and make sure that it's going to where it's really needed.
Being a parent of a poorly child, it leaves you incredibly helpless. And something I find, especially when I'm running in the early hours of the morning, I tend to remind myself of what it was like. And it tends to make me feel, maybe in my small little way, that I'm able to make a tiny difference. Doing these challenges and raising the profile and raising the money can just make sure that maybe Seb has a better chance of living. You know, this succeeding is based upon as many people believing in what we want to do. And that's something that I'm really proud of, that we've managed to get so many other wonderful people to support a cause that's so close to our heart.
I could burst with, love and admiration for him, because, he is superhuman in what he puts himself through.